in there.
You're really big into the community stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I see you all the time. I think you just recently surprised a lot of kids at a school. Talk about your charity work in the community.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
The fans are filling the seats in Orlando, the site of our broadcast, and where the Magic will be going up against the Chicago Bulls. For Chicago, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10
A spectacular sight as we approach our broadcast location in downtown Orlando through the air. We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys. Tonight, a self-DA. How to talk about this, David? Some new ground certainly to look at. Thank you. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. They've got Jackson. Fred VanVleet out there with Justice Winslow. Then it's Zeller, and it's Morris in at the 3 slot. And for the Magic, Garland is out there with Terrence Ross. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's Bamba, and it's Washington in at the 4 slot. Ross passes to Washington. Just 5 on the clock. Ball's knocked loose. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Bamba. Another year of record-breaking offense. Why is it, Chris, that great offense so often beats great defense?
Because defense is not about stopping you. It's about making you take the option that the defense wants. And so if we make a guy that doesn't shoot jumpers very well, if we stop all the penetration and make him shoot a jumper and he knocks it down, you just got to shake his hand. Sometimes it's great D, better offense. And we know this is a scoring league. And, you know, you can play the best defense in the world and have your hand up and, matter of fact, smack him in the face. But Curry, Harden, LeBron, they're still going to knock that shot down.
Smack him in the face, you say?
Oh, I've tried that. I've done that before. It doesn't work with the great ones. Just tap them on the forehead while they're shooting a jump shot and look the other way. They'll still knock it down.
And Chicago has possession. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And those are the games that really hurt. I mean, you're playing well, the effort's there, and in the end, it still is.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
The Magic shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
Morris kicks to VanVleet. Morris passes to VanVleet. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Caldwell-Pope.
While the shooting of Morris provides his team with is crucial, just a real valuable part of this team.
Jackson stripped it away. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Caldwell-Pope dishes to Garland. Passes it to Ross. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Cody Zeller. The Magic shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Ross.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
VanVleet with the bounce pass. Morris with the bucket.
How about the strength of Morris, shrugging off the D and nailing the shot?
The Magic have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Garland kicks to Ross. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
2 fouls, and we're not even out of the first quarter. That's not a good pace to set.
Chicago making a switch here. Rubio's checked in. Winslow against Ross. Bamba with the block.
the main weapon in Bamba's attack, the slender long arms he possesses, helps him block lots of shots.
It's stolen by Morris. Here's Jackson. 9 points last game. Here's the dish to Winslow. Now Rubio. The pass to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Rubio. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Orlando leading. Garland with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Pass to Ross. Now, here's Bamba. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Caldwell Pope passes to Garland. A three-pointer, no good. Morris outside. Winslow up top. Rubio outside. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Jackson finds Winslow. No good on the three. So it's Orlando now. Here's Caldwell Pope. Rubio with the rebound.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been easy late.
And see, Webb, you talk to the Bulls fans, and they are eager for a return to greatness.
Yeah, GA, it's been a long time since the Jordan era, and Bulls fans know it. But you know, GA, the Bulls have a very loyal group of fans. Their patience has been tested, though, but this team needs results.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
And here now on the 2K leaderboard, the best distributors in the league. The point guards with the most assists per game this season. Second, Ricky Rubio.
And these are the best passers in the NBA. No question about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is running at full speed.
It's fun to watch these guys in action. Their creativity, the vision they have. It's point guard play at its best.
There's Winslow. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. Tipped away. Stolen by Bamba. Here's Caldwell Pope. The shot will not fall. Good D by Rubio.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Morris outside. Winslow with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Morris finds Winslow. Shot clock at 3. Orlando grabs the miss. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
A bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
Well, there's too many empty possessions. I mean, they struggle to keep any kind of momentum.
Let's take a look at Ricky Rubio. Some stats on him. He's definitely been getting it done since the All-Star break. 14th in assists, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And he really is the consummate playmaker, always keeping his head on a swivel, searching for the open man, completely unselfish basketball player. And here's Winslow. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And it's Rubio penetrating. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Now, here's Garland, covered by Rubio. Here's Bamba. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
Very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Up top, Morris. He's guarded by Ross. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Chris, this is a specialty of yours. Which current bigs are best at finishing contested shots right at the rim?
Oh, well, I'll tell you this, the best big in the league last year, averaging 17 points, scoring in the paint, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yes.
I mean, he'll dunk on anybody, move out the way he finishes. What about Embiid inside? What about Gobert? What about Boogie Cousins? Should I continue? I keep going because the big man is back, baby. Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Batum dishes to Rubio. It's not going to go for him. The Magic go the other way with it.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Pass to Fernando. Back to Rubio. Outside, Batum. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
Kevin, Batum really delivers in tight spots, but that's the reason why he doesn't have to rush these shots.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Ricky Rubio picks one up. For Orlando, they have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. For the Magic, Udo's checked in for Bamba. Harkless comes in for Washington. And it's Little in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Rubio kicks to Batum. Outside Jackson. Rubio left side. Over Waiters. And Rubio gets it to go on the assist from Jackson. Rubio's got it all tied up now for the Bulls. Now here's Waiters. His last outing, 16 points for him. Great D that time from Batum.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Fernando, the pass to Rubio. Batum scanning the floor. Offensive rebound. Here's Fernando.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
No, absolutely not. And in his mind, no one can stop him on that, no matter the size.
Ntilikina, he's checked in for Garland. Raiders against Batum. Kicks to Rubio. With the teardrop, and it's blocked. Batum against Waiters. Puts it up. Rebound by the Bulls. Fernando's got his 4th rebound in this one. Batum passes to Fernando. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, when Batum, Kevin, spots a wide-open teammate, he zips the rock to him quickly. Just exceptional vision.
The Bulls have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. Here's Ntilikina, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Now here's Harkless. No good, shot missing. Good work defensively by Morris. Baseline J on the way, and the jumper is on the mark. Morris has got 7 points in the game.
When Morris gets free from mid-range, he's very effective. Love seeing him getting it going from there.
9 feet out. Batum grabs the miss.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Inside, Rubio. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. And now a 4-point Bulls lead. So it's Ntilikina who brings up the ball for the Magic. He dishes it to Waiters. Shoots over Batum. Another miss by Orlando.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
Rubio right side. Here's Fernando. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Fernando's got his second bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Raiders against Batum. They need this. Great D that time from Batum. The Bulls leading by 6. Passes it to Fernando. Rubio outside. Now the pass to Jackson. On the wing, Morris. He's got 7. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Here's Waiters. Misses off the right iron.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but hasn't been successful.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
From deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Chicago, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And from what we've seen so far from the Bulls, what's your take?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Magic, we've got Little, Udo out there with Pasekniks. Then there's Dion Waiters, and it's Ntilikina in at the point guard. And it's Rubio penetrating. Jackson has the open look. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, his father played in the NBA. He grew up in Indiana. His father was a teammate of mine, Jaren Jackson, over at the Wizards. He took on Jordan, and those guys didn't do too well. Oh, and let me get back to it anyway. But for Jaren Jackson Jr., you could say the game was in his blood and in the water.
Chris and Jaren Sr., a 3-point marksman, made sure his son worked on his perimeter shooting from a young age.
Oh, yeah, shout out to Jaren Sr. Even as some of Junior's coaches wanted him to focus on his inside game, Dad knew better. He said, sooner or later, son, you're going to need that outside shot. And boy, was he right.
It's Chicago with another bucket.
Well, in addition to Batum's solid perimeter shooting, he is also very efficient from the mid-range, dropping in these shots consistently.
Here's Ntilikina, covered by Van Vliet. Waiters outside. Pass to Ntilikina. Fires the 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And the key for Ntilikina is shooting with confidence, especially when it comes to his perimeter game.
With some arc, and the rejection by Udo. Here's Little. It's blocked, but he gets it back. Pass to Pasekniks, and stolen by Zeller. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Winslow wide open. He fires. No good from the wing. The Magic trail by 11. Waiters dishes to Udo. Ntilikina looking it over. He kicks it to Little. Takes the 3. Fernando pulls it in. Fernando's got 8 rebounds in this game. On the wing, Winslow. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Van Vliet passes to Zeller. Back to Van Vliet. And again, Chicago. No good. Here's Waiters. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Waiters got his third basket of the night right there. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Bulls. They've led by as many as 14 points. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. The Magic trail by 11. Waiters outside. Pass to Besekniks. Waiters against Batum. High arcing shot and the layup by Waiters. Waiters got 10.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Outside Batum. Here's Van Vliet. Here's Zeller. Batum trying to break loose. Shot by Zeller, no good. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Waiters. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Chris, you have been passionate about honoring those who blaze the trail for today's NBA, like the Globetrotters and the Wrens, in the days before integration.
Yeah. I mean, you think about what they've gone through off the court and on the court, and anyone, regardless of color, nationality, of just paving the way for me as a basketball player. I want to say thank you. Let's just think about what Red Auerbach did. Drafting the first African-American player, making the first African-American player coach in Bill Russell, who won the championship that year, and leaving him a good team. If you look at organizations like the Black Fives who bring an awareness to the games, and you just want to understand your legacy culturally, and that's why I have to, every time I see Mr. Bill Russell, Big O, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I give them a big hug and a wet kiss on the cheek, because I just thank them for not only advancing the movement in sports, but culturally. Sports has always sent a message to the culture and society about how cool teammates work together and how you can overcome a problem by working together. And so I really thank them for enduring all of the hardships that they did so that we can reap the benefits. So it's been awesome to be part of the league and be able to shake hands with those that have blazed trails for us.
That is so admirable on your part. Ross kicks to Garland. Floats one. The putback. It's good on the putback.
The activity from Bamba when he's playing with a high motor, watch out.
Batum passes to Zeller. Now Van Vliet. Knocked loose. Garland with it. He has 5. Bamba passes to Besekniks. Goes back up, and the layup is good. Besekniks got his first 2 points. Chicago leading by 5. And here is Van Vliet. He's got 8. Kicks it to Winslow. The pass to Fernando. This one for 3. That shot is off. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Pass to Garland. Clock at 6. A 3. It's deflected.
And Batum has arms that go on forever and ever and ever, which is why he's so dangerous when it comes to shot blocking.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Garland dishes to Ross. At the elbow, it's Bamba. Over to the left wing. Now Garland. He's got 5. Basket good. Garland's got 7. Now here's Batum. Bamba with the block. Here is Ross. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Memphis. Waiters outside. From 18 feet away, it's hauled in by the Bulls.
Now look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
Batum against Ross. The shot by Batum, no good. The Magic trailed by 5. Garland with it. 7 points in the game. Shoots over Van Vliet. Garland, no good.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
A second chance effort, and Zeller with the lay-in. Zeller's got his first bucket of the night.
And the work ethic of Zeller. Now that's what makes him dangerous when scoping out opportunities on the offensive glass.
And here is Garland. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Zeller's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
And let's take this opportunity to show you the shooting guards with the highest percentage from the floor over the last month. Dion Waiters is second.
You know, just ask this group. Sometimes when you're hot, you're hot. And it's a comforting feeling for a coach to know you've got one of those guys roaming on the perimeter.
Yeah, Greg. With their range, they stretch out opposing defenses. So even when they're not shooting threes well, they're still making an impact.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Washington's checked in for Pasechniks. Harkless comes in for Waiters. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Terrence Ross. Here's Batum. Rebound by the Magic. Bomba's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Caldwell Pope. No good that time. Good work defensively by Morris. There's the lob to Jackson. Stolen by Bamba. Now, here's Garland. He's guarded closely. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Now, here's Garland. Guarded by Jackson. 4 on the clock. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Waiters.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Washington.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And out of St. John's, Mo Harkless in his 7th NBA season.
Yeah, and he's coming into his own as a defensive-minded wing. I mean, his offense is still a work in progress, but he's still in his mid-20s. He's got some time.
Here's Van Vliet. And again, no good by Chicago.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Harkless the pass to Bamba. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Loving the toughness there from Bamba. Just needs to keep proving that he's not to be messed with.
Van Vliet finds Rubio for 3. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. And that's now 9 points for Ricky Rubio.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
This is it to Harkless. It's tipped, stolen by Rubio. And now Batum pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the shot goes in. And now it's a 10-point Bulls lead.
Oh, man, and Batum is very effective on this drive. Just knows how to get his shots to go despite getting bodied up.
Garland up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I mean, mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come.
Chicago calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And Rubio kicks to Batum. To the inside. Morris, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Batum dishes to Morris. Now, here's Garland, covered by Rubio. Looking to get back on track here. Tries again, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
The Magic have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. They throw good, Garland. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first half. Rubio, the pass to Van Vliet. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got his 4th assist in this one. A shot missing. And so that's the end of the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have a solid 8-point lead.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. One of the stories here, Dion Waiters getting it done today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Justice Winslow out there with Fred Van Vliet. Then it's Cody Zeller. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Jackson in at the power forward.
He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. I mean, he's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
Ross on the wing. Covered by Winslow. Poke loose. Shot clock at 5.
Out of bounds.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Saturday, they're off to Miami to face off with the Heat. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Boston Celtics.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best. But if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Now, here's Garland. Defense right on him. And there's the pass to Washington. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Cody Zeller. The creation of the super teams, Chris, is enough being done to ensure a competitive balance in the NBA.
I think so. I think that every year you're going to have to evolve and try to do enough and to see what happened the previous year. But yeah, and the fact remains, though, Kevin, is, you know, I like working with you. You're my friend. I would go work with you. And in basketball, you want to go play with your friends.
Same stuff, yeah.
How do you stop that?
Right.
I don't know. When guys get to hang out in the summer and say, wouldn't it be cool if we got to play together, our kids would play together, we could win one? That's going to be hard to deter. So I just think it's about how strong the will of the friends are, and more importantly, what is the league doing to kind of not necessarily give as much incentive to do that, but I think the league is doing a great job staying proactive, giving guys a lot of incentive, a lot of reason, a lot of dinero to stay at home with the team.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. Now here's Van Vliet. Defense is right there. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
Caldwell Pope outside. They get a hand on it. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's Orlando now. Washington passes to Bamba. Now Ross. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game.
An 0 for 3 start to the first half is finally behind them. I mean, now maybe they can get something rolling.
Here's Morris. And there it is for him. Morris has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And even with someone on, Morris is just a master at getting those shots open. Just an impressive player down low.
Now, here's Garland. Guarded by Jackson. Here's Washington. Can't connect from short range.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Tries from 10. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Well, in terms of rebounding over the last 10 games, these are the rookies that have been head and shoulders above the rest. Second, Mohamed Bamba.
He's been playing some very determined basketball here lately. It's showing in those rebounding numbers.
For the Magic, Udo comes in for Bamba. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Garland. Here's Ntilikina. Koseknik's checked in for the Magic. Waiters comes in for Caldwell Pope. Waiters outside. 16 feet away, and they pick up 2. Waiters got 14.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Van Vliet kicks to Morris. And he uses the glass on the layup. Morris has got 6 in the quarter.
When Morris gets it down in the paint, he's deadly, using his big arms to get these shots up and in.
And the pass to Koseknik. Shot clock at 6. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Ntilikina. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And that's all you can do. Tip your cap to Ntilikina, a hard guy to frustrate.
Van Vliet passes to Morris. Over Waiters, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Oh, he's got to roll in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Pass to Udo. Winslow against Ross. Knocks it loose. Right wing. Here's Ntilikina. Off the left rim and out.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
Pass to Ross. And here's Udo. Here's Koseknik. Dishes it to Waiters. It's blocked. He kicks it to Udo. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 6th rebound on the night. Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 16. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Pisecniks. And Chicago also making a switch. Rubio's checked in. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
And a quick look at the numbers for Winslow. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
Here's Rubio. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
This season, he has been absolutely locked in at the free throw line. How about 90%?
Now here's Waiters. D right on him. Udo dishes to Little. Waiters surveying the D. Shoots over Van Vliet and count it from 19 feet away. 16 points for Dion Waiters.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Rubio, the pass to Zeller, tries to keep it alive. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Waiters. The teardrop falls in. Waiters got 18 points in the game. The Bulls leading by 13. Passes to Van Vliet. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 5 assists tonight.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Ntilikina passes to Waiters. Here's Ntilikina, covered by Rubio. The shot's good from Ntilikina.
Fleshing out his offensive game over time. Ntilikina wants to keep improving in the paint.
Van Vliet kicks to Rubio. The pass to Zeller. 6 to shoot, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
The turnaround. Well, that's a terrific move to have a feel for.
Waiters passes a Little. Here's Ntilikina. 8 points for him. And they're on the break. Here's Van Vliet. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Dion Waiters.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And Orlando making a change here. Garland's checked in. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Justice Winslow. Waiters outside. Pass to Garland. Udo down low. Can't get it to fall.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D. Avoiding fouling, got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And he can't hit the second. The Magic trail by 17. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and stolen by Zeller. Rubio looking around. To the paint, stolen by Garland. Kicks it to Waiters. Pass to Harkless. Just 5 to shoot. And he drops it in from the low post. Harkless has got his first basket of the night. The Bulls leading by 15. Van Vliet with it. 19 points in the game. it to Rubio. Lets the three fly. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 5 assists tonight.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Waiters outside. He's off on that one. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. And with Cody Zeller, he has a very workmanlike approach when he's on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, and that's what Zeller is all about, playing a simple meat and potatoes type game. I mean, what he does won't show up in the box score, but it'll show up in the standings.
And now with the fast break, Rubio with the ball. There's the pass to Fernando. Count the basket. Fernando's got 12 in the game.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Pass to Little to stop the run. Drops in the tray. Little's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Rubio outside. A 3-ball. Another 3 for Chicago.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And here is Garland. 10 points for him. Haters no luck.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And he delivers another blow. Something's gotten into him this quarter. He's carrying them offensively.
Out to the wing. The wide open look here for Garland. Oh, good on the triple. And so it's Chicago, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Well, Orlando shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Harkless is out there with Pasekniks. Then there's Garland. And it's Smith. And it's Schofield in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Garland with the bucket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Pass to Edwards. The other day, Chris, I heard Commissioner Adam Silver talking about that it strikes him sometimes how isolated players can be with cell phones and headphones, and those things wouldn't help that. Is it something that you've noticed or that you're concerned about?
You mean with my nephews and nieces and friends that are younger and kids walking across the street looking at their phones and not even looking both ways?
You know, your play-by-play partner, whoever it might be.
Yeah. Oh, come on. You know, Kevin, those are the times. And so I would tell Adam Silver, Mr. Commissioner, yeah, that's a basketball problem. That's a world problem. How are we going to stop any of that? We're here now. There's no putting that genie back in the bottle, Kevin.
Now Smith to the wing right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Garland. Sinks the triple.
He's got his first 3 in the game. Took more than a half to do it.
Chicago leading by 20. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Here's Zeller, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Orlando called for the foul.
Well, you can't blame the defender. He was trying to be aggressive. But Zeller with just too much size and athleticism.
Here's Garland. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Bamba dishes to Garland. Here's Washington. Bamba passes to Washington. Bamba kicks to Caldwell Pope. The pass to Garland. Alive Orlando. Ross just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Down low. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And here we go with the Magic fast break. And Ross with the slam.
Liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Morris outside. And the NBA 2K League, C-Web, the first e-sport operated by a U.S. pro sport. And it's quickly growing. Do you throw down on the sticks?
Yeah, just a little announcement to all the GMs in the 2K League. I am available. I'm a free agent. I'm ready to go. I'm nice on the sticks. I can play career mode, team mode, one-on-one mode. Whatever you need from me, I am ready to go. But I love it, man. It's great to see people who love this game, whether it's virtual or real life. It's hoops, baby.
So much fun. Here's Morris. 6 on the shot clock. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Magic. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
Oh, sloppy finish. The D was giving him the layup. He just didn't stay with it.
Rubio dishes to Zeller. Back to Rubio. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And, you know, for all the talk about Rubio's passing, I think one thing that gets overlooked is his defense. Both his on the ball and defensive rebounding are very strong for the point guard position.
Now, here's Garland, covered by Rubio. Garland, the pass to Washington. There's the dish to Ross. The 11-footer, he squares up and sinks it. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Rubio. He's covered closely. Bamba with the block. They get it back, but they'll get another chance. 5 on the clock. Winslow finds Morris. Over Caldwell Pope. Here's Zeller. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
And the rejection by Jackson.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And it's Rubio again missing.
Or even for a player who's not a three-point specialist, I mean, that's a shot you've got to knock down.
Now, here's Garland, covered by Rubio. Pass to Washington. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9.5", and that gives him a huge sphere of influence.
Now, here's Rubio. Clock at 6. Fires from deep. Ross grabs the board. And you look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. And he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach.
Winslow kicks to Rubio. To end the drought. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Winslow's got 3 assists now in this one. Ross on the wing. Covered by Winslow. Garland. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Here's Rubio. Morris dishes to Zeller. Here's Rubio. Brings it from 9 feet away. Rubio's got 6 points in the quarter.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Oh, that's a tough shot. I mean, you have to have confidence in your abilities to even take it.
Here's Washington, guarded by Jackson. Ross kicks to Caldwell Pope. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
All heart from Caldwell Pope there, using every ounce of strength to muscle that shot in.
Jackson passes to Morris. Pass to Rubio. Passes it to Jackson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
A heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Chicago. And Jackson no good on that one. Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game system is not working. He's been proactive in considering alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019. Letting guys pick their players like old school on the park. I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against you. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume three-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
Now here's VanVleet. He's guarded closely. Count it.
They are just killing him on the interior.
The Magic trail by 12. Garland with it. Now the pass to Ross. Kicks it to Garland. Caldwell Pope against Jackson. But they recover it.
And that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
Bamba passes to Garland. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Garland's got 24 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
And here we go with the Magic fast break.
I really like it when Caldwell Pope leaks out on the break. He just finds a way to get past defenders and creates chances for himself in the open floor.
Chicago leading by 7. Pass to Morris. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Garland the pass to Washington. The shot comes out. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. In the corner, it's VanVleet. Back to Morris. Over Ross. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. The Magic trail by 7.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
1:57 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Ross, and he goes big with the dunk right over Cody Zeller.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Morris into the lane.
Wow, look at Morris just using that big body of his to draw contact. The defense has a tough time matching up with him.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. Well, Orlando shooting around 41% on the night. Winslow against Ross. And Winslow pulls it down. Winslow's got 4 rebounds in this game. He kicks it to Zeller. Morris passes to Van Fleet. He dishes it to Jackson. A 3 from Morris. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Morris has got 12 points in just the second half.
Terrific use of the catch-and-shoot jumper from Morris, catching the D flat-footed and torching them as a result.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're behind by 9. 1:04 left in the fourth quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Ricky Rubio.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
And at last, he gets a little redemption. You know, it's been several games since he's been at his best. He's really been having a tough time. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Steve Clifford talked about with his players. He challenged his players to try to take control here. He said, this is when we want to be efficient. This is when we absolutely have to execute. We'll see if they can get it done, Kevin.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you, GA, but I've seen crazy things happen.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Here's Van Vliet. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
At the line holds Fred VanVleet. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
Well, with a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at the line. Now, you could put this one in the books.
Here's Schofield. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Van Vliet looking around. And so it's Chicago winning this one. This was a very strong David. Thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.